Well, hello everybody, and welcome to the Your Natural Healer channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tammy, and today we're going to be talking about the next crystal in the crystal educational series, which is called Astrophyllite. Now, before we begin talking about this wonderful crystals, it is one of my favorites, and yes, I know I say that with every crystal, but I do love Astrophyllite. Um, let's get some quick housekeeping out of the way. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would please ask if you wouldn't mind doing so. You would be doing me a huge favor. I get it. You don't want your phone blowing up all the time, so turn off notifications. That's okay. That will not offend me. But that horrible YouTube algorithm, guys, it is real. And it's based off of number of subscribers. You have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. What happens after that, I don't know because I'm not there. But for any YouTuber you watch, please smash that subscribe button, turn off the notifications. That's okay. And just keep the notifications on for the ones that you really want to watch. I hope that's my channel, but if not, I get it. I totally get it. But always subscribe. It really does make a difference. All right. So as I said, today we are going to talk about astrophyllite. And astrophyllite, as you can see from this picture, is a beautiful, stunning crystal. It is absolutely gorgeous. It has that beautiful those gold colored pieces in it, and it is just a truly amazing crystal. I know up to this point, if you've been watching them in order, I've been talking about some that are, really popular, things like black tourmaline and lapis lazuli and things like that. And astrophyllite is I don't like to call it an advanced crystal, but for lack of a better term, I guess that is. But if you're not someone who utilizes crystals a lot or you don't collect them, astrophyllite is probably not going to be for you. But however, I wanted to do something that you probably not necessarily seen, or maybe you are into crystals and you're looking to add something different to your collection, or maybe you just want to try a different crystal. Astrophyllite is phenomenal. Now, really quickly, if you don't have astrophyllite, you can always purchase it in my store, and you can find that information at yournaturalhealer.com/products. If you go there and you're looking for a particular crystal and you don't see it, that doesn't mean I don't have it. I just might not have taken pictures of it and put it up yet. Or if it's something you really want, let me know. Send me an email, and I can get with my suppliers, see what I can find, because I only source crystals that are ethically sourced and that are real. I do my due diligence because you guys know I'm a super crystal freak. That could be a good song by Rick James instead of Super Freak, Super Crystal Freak. Okay, sorry. Um, but shoot me an email and then, I'll give you a price. And if you want it, with that case, I would ask you to pay for it in advance. Um, this way, I don't pay for it and um, then I'm stuck with it in my inventory. So again, go to yournaturalhealer.com/products, or you can always email me at Tammy, Tammy, at yournaturalhealer.com. All right, so enough of the chit chat. Let's go ahead and dig in and talk about this beautiful, beautiful, stunning crystal. All right. So astrophyllite, it is a very rare potassium, iron, titanium, manganese, sodium silicate mineral. That's a mouthful to say. And the way that it forms, it crystallizes into a form of fine bladed crystals, which are golden color, as you can see. And astrophyllite is actually only found in a handful of countries in the world, and it forms in fissures or cracks in the earth. Now, in its raw form, it's white to light brown and may look gray and has translucency. So the piece that you see here is a raw piece of astrophyllite. I do have a piece of um, polished astrophyllite. Um, and I like that one too, really for you know, if I need to hold it in my palm, because astrophyllite, it is a little bit fragile. I mean, it's pretty hard for the most part, but because it is in the raw form, little pieces obviously can fall off. Now, it may have black, brown, and gold bars or spots. And in my piece that you see here, it does have that gold bars in found in the crystal. Now, astrophyllite, it is very, very rare, and it is expensive, and it's delicate. Now, what do I mean by expensive? Are you going to pay $1,000 for a piece of astrophyllite? No, but if you think that you're getting a piece of astrophyllite for $10, you're crazy. That's not going to happen. And because of the fact that it is rare, that obviously supply and demand increases the value of this beautiful gemstone. If you have a closed mind, astrophyllite will not work. All right. So you need to make sure that you're in a space personally, spiritually, that your mind is opened. Otherwise, you're not going to get any of the benefits from this beautiful crystal. One of the reasons that I first got into it, I saw that it was great for Reiki practitioners. So after I got my level 1, I got a piece of astrophyllite, and I'm blown away with it. I love astrophyllite. Then again, I love them all. Don't ever make me choose what's my favorite. They all have just such unique qualities, and that's why I try to share this information with you, because I love crystals so much. All right, so let's go ahead and dive a little deeper. All right, so let's talk about the chakra associations with astrophyllite. Now, it works with all of our main 7 chakras, those being the root, the sacral, the solar plexus, the heart, the third eye, and the crown. And it also works with our 8th chakra, the soul star. Now, if you want to learn more about the soul star chakra, a lot of people will go and read on the internet and then try to do the soul star chakra, but I'm going to tell you really quickly about the soul star chakra. If your 7 main chakras are not balanced, you cannot use your soul star. Not going to work. But if you're interested in learning about the soul star chakra, please check out lotuscenter.online. I do offer master chakra. There's a master chakra certification. There's a series. It's 9 courses to get the certification. However, you don't have to get the certification. If you just want to take one course, that's okay. I do speak of the soul star chakra in the major chakra master chakra healer course, because it is considered, well, it's a spirit slash major chakra. The soul star is a spirit chakra. All right. So specifically, I like using it with the 3 that I highlighted here. Our third eye chakra, and astrophyllite works with our third eye chakra with mindfulness and understanding. And then with the crown chakra, it helps with creating divine paths, and the soul star, inner peace and divine wisdom. I love strophyllite. I'm going to say that 1,000 times. You're going to get sick of me saying that during this video, but it's just a phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal crystal. And as we talk about the spiritual, emotional, and physical properties, I'll explain a little more why I just love this crystal. All right. So again, it's our 7 main as well as our 8th chakra, the soul star, which is it is one of the spirit chakras. So astrophyllite is associated with some planets and zodiacs and elements and all of that. So it is associated with the planet Pluto. And Pluto rules Scorpio, but Pluto is all about transformation and passion. All right. Now, as you see, And I'm not going to deep dive into all the various energies. I just like to touch base on here just to give you some general knowledge. The zodiac signs that Astrophyllite is associated with is Scorpio, which makes sense because Pluto rules Scorpio. And Scorpio energy is very intense. They're very investigative, and it's a very sexual energy as well. It also deals with Cancer. Cancer, which is what I am. So, hello to all you fellow Cancerians. Um, Cancer energy, they are healers, they're homemakers, and they're very, very emotional. And for me, that's true on all three things. And then Pisces, they're very mystic, they're dreamers, poetic, idealistic. And if you notice here, the zodiac signs it deals with are all water signs, which makes it kind of cool that we go now and talk about the elements, and it's not the element of water, but the element of storm. Now, I'm not going to sit and do a deep dive here on the elements. In spirituality, there are more than just the basic earth, air, water, fire. And there's also spirit, there's ether, there's storm, um, there's space, there's sound. So there's lots of elements within the spiritual world. And if you're into vibrational numbers, it does vibrate to the number 9. And again, that's outside the context of this video. All right, so there you have it. We're going to now really start digging into the energy of astrophyllite and how we can benefit from the wonderful energy healing properties of this fantastic crystal that I love so much. I know, I get excited, guys. I can't help it. Sorry. Got to be me, and I love crystals. All right. Okay, so now let's talk about the spiritual properties. And for me, this is what I really get the most out of for Astrophyllite. Astrophyllite connects and achieves attunement to other realms. I like using Astrophyllite when I'm trying to channel my guides, whether it's my guardian angel, a galactic guide, my you have guides for everything. Um, my pendulum guide. I have a guide just for my pendulum. And drawing in and astrophyllite, the energy of astrophyllite will really help you amp up your game with trying to channel these energies and to connect to these other realms. It also realigns the chakras. So remember, I said that in order to be able to utilize it with the soul star, well, to be able to use your soul star chakra in any capacity, your other seven need to be in alignment. Strophyllite is also an anchor for astral travel. Um, if you are not into astral travel, that's okay. But if you do any type of astral travel work, by having a piece of astrophyllite next to you when you are trying to astral travel, it will help to make sure that your body stays, that your soul, your spirit stays anchored to your physical body. It also, as I said, communication with guides, angels, etc. So not only does it allow us to attune to those realms, which that kind of plays into with the astral travel, it also allows us to communicate with our guides, our angels, etc. It also helps with honing your clairvoyance abilities. Okay. Again, I already mentioned this, channeling and grounding higher vibrations. So, what do I mean by grounding higher vibrations? Well, if you just finished an astral travel session and you need to ground yourself back to Mother Earth, the Strophyllite will help absorb that extra energy, vibration, whatever you want to call it, to ground you back into the present moment. It is also great for ancient knowledge. So if you're doing any kind of karmic work, if you're trying to access your Akashic records, Astrophyllite can assist you with that. It helps with inner wisdom of our current life, of our past lives, of other realms. It helps with manifestation work as well. And astrophyllite also amplifies your energy. That's why it allows you to connect to other realms. It's why it helps you communicate with your angelic guides or, spirit guides, spirit animals, because it amplifies those energies that are within us and around us. Okay. Spiritually, it is one of my favorite tools, as I said, when working with any of these things, whether it's connecting to another realm, connecting with higher beings, if I am working on any of my abilities, if I'm trying to access Akashic records, um, I use it for all of that, and it's just a wonderful crystal for that. All right, so as I said, I choose Astrophyllite for mainly for spiritual to draw on its spiritual energy, but it also can help heal us emotionally. First of all, Astrophyllite clears emotions and it provides a new sense of awareness and strength to get rid of any chains that are binding us. And it does that through that alignment of our chakras. Okay. It's really great for helping us let go of the past. So if you're having a difficult time moving forward, it can help you with letting go of things that are no longer serving you well. So this way you can move forward. It can assist those that have addiction problems, whether it's addiction to drugs, alcohol, eating, sex, gambling, whatever. It can assist you with that. Now, again, really quickly before I move on, there are other crystals that can help you with these things, such as letting go of the past and helping with addiction that are less expensive than astrophyllite. And if I was working with a client, Astrophyllite is not going to be the first thing that I would say for them to or suggest to them to use as a crystal for some of these things. But if you have Astrophyllite, you can utilize it for this. But as I said, it probably would not be my first choice for these emotional issues. It can help with alleviating guilt and accepting mistakes you made. Because there's so many times, we might have learned a lesson of something we did and realize it was a mistake we made, but we have a really hard time with the guilt and accepting that, okay, we made a mistake. It assists us with cycles of self sabotage and self doubt, and it's known as the stone of acceptance. Now, as I said, there's other crystals I would probably, if somebody was having issues with acceptance, that I would guide them to first. But this really is a great stone if you are working on acceptance of yourself, acceptance of your past, um, acceptance of just life in general. So it can be utilized for those things. Okay, Astrophyllite has some physical healing attributes as well. It can help our body flush out toxins. And we all have, toxic chemicals, especially with a lot of the crap we eat nowadays, all this genetically modified food and things of that nature, artificial sweeteners and crap. Astrophyllite can help our bodies with flushing these things out. It can help with hormonal and reproductive system health as well. If you suffer from bloating or any digestive issues, Astrophyllite's energy can be beneficial with that as well. It also helps functions of the pancreas, the gallbladder, and the liver. And again, we already discussed how it works with flushing out toxins. And it really assists our body on a cellular level, overall cell structure, and regulating cellular fluid. So if I was going to be choosing, like as far as digestive issues, there are the crystals I would probably go to first. But if I have an issue and I'm using a crystal and it's helping a little bit, but maybe it's not really, I'm not seeing a whole lot of progress, um, then I might want to work on healing at a cellular level. I'm getting some Astrophyllite. It really does help that overall cell structure and the cellular fluid. It also enhances nerve function. All right. Now I have to say really quickly that please remember that any type of holistic healing, alternative therapies is not a replacement for medical treatment. If you're sick, if you're having symptoms of an illness, please see your primary care physician. If it is an emergency, dial 911. I take Reiki and crystal healing and holistic healing very, very seriously. Okay. But it's not a replacement for medical treatment. It should work in conjunction with it. Okay. So please remember that. It should work in conjunction. Now we can use Astrophyllite with some other crystals because remember we said it was energy enhancing or it amplifies energy. If you use it with blue calcite, can really help sharpen your telepathy and your psychic skills. It also will help you with communicating without words or gestures. Um, and that's where it plays into not only your throat chakra with communication, but your third eye chakra. Somebody's thinking something and you both say it at the same time, or they're thinking it and you say it and they go, I was just thinking that. That's your third eye in attunement, and a lot of us don't realize that, but blue calcite and astrophyllite together can help us with that type of communication. Obsidian, and this is pretty much any type of obsidian, black obsidian, rainbow obsidian. It can help using obsidian and astrophyllite together can help us with self-acceptance. It can help us with that getting over poor decisions and addictions. All right. Smoky quartz. It can help with grounding and a stronger connection with the physical world. So many times we get caught up in, when we're on our spiritual path with the woo woo side of things, love and light, and that's wonderful. But we always need to remember that we are souls having a human experience, and therefore we should live in the present moment. So smoky quartz helps us with that, but pulling in a strophyllite with the smoky quartz can help us with that so, so much. So if you find that you're really struggling with being in the present moment, whether you're, you know, vibing high, or if you're stuck in the past, or maybe all you can think about is the future, smoky quartz and a strophyllite together can really bring you back into the present moment. And you want to be in the present moment, guys. I say this all the time. It's okay to look to the past. It's okay to think about the future, but live in the present moment, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on a lot of wonderful things in your life. And then finally, black tourmaline. Black tourmaline, which I love. Um, if I had to pick one, well, I can't pick one crystal that's my favorite. That's such a lie, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. Um, I think though, hmm, I was gonna say I probably the crystal that I own the most of, it's gonna be a tie between black tourmaline, quartz, and labradorite. Those are the ones that I own the most pieces of. Um, mm, and yeah, that's a tie. Those three I probably own, oh my gosh, I know over 20 pieces each. So, anyway, I digress. Sorry, but I love black tourmaline was my point. And using a strophyllite with black tourmaline really increases your grounding protection. It really brings that stronger connection with the physical world. So it kind of is the same with the smoky quartz. But remember, black tourmaline also adds that, while they're both grounding crystals, black tourmaline brings in like that super protective um energy. And like I said, I love black tourmaline just because it absorbs all negative energy. I mean, even if you don't realize it's around, it's absorbing. And that's why, even in my meditation room, I keep a lot of black tourmaline around. So this way, if there's any kind of negativity that comes in, it's just whoosh, and it's in the black tourmaline. However, please remember, if you utilize black tourmaline, it needs to be cleaned often. I clean my black tourmaline at least once a week. I do it with sage, but then mine also probably gets that ones that are in my meditation room gets probably cleaned more than that, because of the fact that I do Reiki in here, as well as I play my singing bowls, so it's getting, that vibrational cleansing. Please, if you utilize black tourmaline, make sure you clean it often. So those are just a few crystals that I suggest using a strophyllite with to enhance their energies. All right, so I hope you learned today something wonderful about this awesome strophyllite crystal. And please remember, go to yournaturalhealer.com/products. There are, I'm adding new stuff constantly to the inventory. And again, if there's a crystal that you're looking for, reach out to me. I don't have a problem finding certain crystal, because sometimes um, other merchants, they might have it, but they might not put it out on their website for whatever reason. But if there's something you need, email me and I will try to find it for you. I can do that. I have a ton of suppliers that I use. I have vetted them to make sure that their crystals are not only real, because there's a lot of fake crap out there, not only that their crystals are authentic, but they're also sourced ethically. I don't want 5-year-olds in Africa, mining my crystal. So I have this beautiful crystal and this poor child's not getting food or water. Nope, not happening. So I do make sure things are ethically sourced. Also, you can go to yournaturalhealer.com/services if you're interested in any of my services. There's a ton there, too much to list, everything from Reiki to um, tarot readings and birth chart analysis, and there's packages and combinations and all of it. So check that out. And then again, if you are interested in learning about spirituality, check out lotuscenter.online. It's lotuscenter.online. There's some free courses on there as well. But I'm working on there are some certifications up there, and I'm constantly working on new courses to put out. So check that out as well. So that's all I have for you today. Again, thank you for joining me in this episode of the Crystal Educational Series. Now go live your best life, but do it the natural way. Namaste.